He's the man who conquered football, the boy from Rosario who became a legend in Barcelona. But what if I told you that Lionel Messi's journey to Camp Nou was full of doubt, risk, and nearly never happened? This is the story of how Lionel Messi became a Barcelona player, a tale of talent, determination, and a famous contract signed on a napkin. Lionel Andres Messi was born on June 24, 1987, in Rosario, Argentina. From the beginning, the ball was part of his life. His grandmother, Celia, noticed something special in young Leo, and it was her who first encouraged him to pursue football. Messi joined Grandoli, a small local club, at just 4 years old. His father, Jorge, was his coach. By the time he was 6, Messi had moved to Newell's Old Boys, the team he'd always dreamed of playing for. In Rosario, they called his team the Machine of '87 because they were nearly unbeatable. And Messi? He wasn't just part of the team, he was the jewel in the crown. But while his feet were magical, his body wasn't growing like the other kids. At 10 years old, Messi was diagnosed with a growth hormone deficiency. Without treatment, he wouldn't grow beyond 4 feet 11 inches, too small for professional football. The treatment was expensive, around $1,000 a month, and Newell's promised to help, but that help never came. The Messi family now faced a crisis. Lionel's dream was slipping away, not because of his talent, but because they couldn't afford to keep his body growing. His parents, Jorge and Celia, began reaching out. They tried River Plate, one of Argentina's biggest clubs, but while River was interested, they also couldn't cover the cost of treatment. With options running out in Argentina, the family looked overseas. And soon, a miracle came from an unlikely source: FC Barcelona, halfway across the world. One of Jorge Messi's relatives was living in Lleida, Spain, and she had a connection, a former player named Horacio Gaggioli, who had links with Barcelona scouts. In September 2000, Messi's family flew to Spain. Lionel was just 13, and everything was riding on one trial with Barcelona. A Barcelona scout named Carles Rexach was watching, and so were several skeptical coaches. In a training match, Messi was silent until the ball reached his feet. Then, magic happened. He danced past defenders, juggled like a street artist, and left jaws on the floor. Rexach was convinced. But there was a problem. The club's board was hesitant, signing a 13-year-old foreigner with medical costs attached. It was a risk. Weeks passed. The Messi family waited and waited. Frustrated, Jorge told Gaggioli, "We're going back to Argentina." That's when Rexach acted. On December 14, 2000, he met Jorge Messi at the Pompeia Tennis Club. Without a formal contract nearby, he scribbled the agreement on a paper napkin, the most legendary napkin in football history. It read, "Under his responsibility and despite some opinions against it, Carles Rexach commits to signing Lionel Messi." That napkin changed football history. Messi officially joined La Masia, Barcelona's famed youth academy, in 2001. Moving to a new country wasn't easy. Messi was shy, spoke little, and missed home. His mother returned to Argentina, leaving young Leo with his father in Barcelona. It was a lonely time, but on the pitch, he made his voice heard with the ball. He rose quickly through the ranks. At 14, his growth treatment was completed. At 16, he debuted in a friendly for the first team. And at 17, he made his official debut in La Liga against Espanyol on October 16, 2004. Barcelona had found something they didn't even know they were looking for: a future legend. Over the next 2 decades, Messi would become Barcelona's all-time top scorer, win 10 La Liga titles, 4 Champions Leagues, and 7 Ballon d'Ors during his time at the club. He wasn't just a player. He was a symbol of everything Barcelona stood for. From the napkin to the new camp, Messi's journey became part of club mythology. But none of it would have happened without that leap of faith in 2000. Without a desperate family, a bold scout, and a napkin in a tennis club, Lionel Messi may have never played a minute in Europe. Imagine a world where Messi stayed in Rosario. Would he still have become the player we know today? In football, moments matter. And for Lionel Messi, one of the most important moments didn't happen on the pitch. It happened on a napkin.